Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun. New England with a 21-point lead, and the ladies fight now.
Don't underestimate me because of my size.
Yeah, I'm pretty slick. Then they'll always underestimate me with the power.
Match number 6, and the final match of the first half should turn out to be a really good one, Richard.
Yep, Santiago giving away 2 inches in height. Let's see if that makes any difference in the outcome of this particular match.
Vidal-Ortiz, Golden Gloves, kickboxing champion, a good resume, but the same can be said for Santiago. At 22 years of age, Golden Gloves champ, 5th-degree black belt, so 2 very heavily armored women.
Yeah, I like the way Santiago uses the ring. Notice she uses a lot of sidestepping and everything, try and keep the other fighter off balance and not able to set up their good shots. But as you say, with Vidal-Ortiz, very, very effective fighter. Look at the abs. I mean, look at the shape that girl's in. Nice and tight, too. Notice the nice guard that Vidal-Ortiz has. Very much like a boxer would stand. Doesn't tend to drop those hands very much, as opposed to Santiago, who likes to drop the hands when she throws the kicks. That can be very dangerous, as they say in the rules, where both fighters are told they've just got to continually throw leather at each other.
So if you're the coach of the New York Clash, you're down by 21. You know you got Santiago coming in here, and you're going to go into halftime after this fight. Do you ask Santiago to go for the knockout, or do you have her just stay in the fight knowing she's got such a tough opponent?
I think you've got to go for the knockout, or at least you've got to keep constant pressure on your opponent. There's no good hanging back and fighting defensively. The judges react to pressure. They react to a stand-up fighter, and I think that's what Santiago's got to do in this match. Mind you, not an easy task against Ortiz, who is, again, got a very good defense, very strong hands, strong boxing skills.
Yeah, Vidal-Ortiz there getting 1 point given to Santiago. Ortiz was hanging onto her arm and clinching, not allowed here in the World Combat League.
Once again, notice the difference in style. Santiago with that sidestepping, hands held low, which is very much like a point fighter would fight. And Ortiz, again, very much with a boxer stance.
Just over a minute left in match number 6, first half action, and energy is a precious commodity at this point.
Absolutely. This is where conditioning plays an important role in this sort of match. You must have anaerobic as well as aerobic endurance, meaning you've got to be like a sprinter as well as a long-distance runner to get through effectively in this type of match. Both fighters very wary, showing a lot of respect for each other. Ortiz using that left front kick to try and keep a bit of distance, keep Santiago away from her.
Santiago and the New York Clash have the 1 point for the clinching in their favor. All they need is Santiago maybe to hang on here and possible victory.
Yeah, Santiago's got, again, she's got to take it to Vidal-Ortiz. She cannot stay back and just fight defensively. And that seems to be what she's trying to do. But again, Ortiz very, very strong with her hands. Very good boxer's hands. See how she holds that guard very high, just very quarter steps, just taking it up to Santiago. Santiago trying to cover a little more range and use some body mass to get power in her punches against Ortiz.
And down to the mat as we come to the end of match number 6. And neither fighter really dominating, but both fighters in the fight and in the game.
Santiago, again, using very much a point fighter style and closing that gap with strong hands, trying to use her left and right knees there. She's got to be careful of that clinching. Hanging onto the back of the neck, again, is not allowed in order to throw those knees. Ortiz coming back with some body shots and then some shots to the head. Look at those hands of Ortiz. Again, very tight. Nice defense. Ending up on the ground, of course, from a clinch, which, as we say, is not allowed in the WCL rules.
It was, for all intents and purposes, kind of a blue-collar fight, real workman's kind of fight. Santiago with a win there, 15-11. So New York staying in the game. New England not running away with this, and that is great news as they head into the half now. So 6 matches down, 6 to go. Match number 12 tonight. Jennifer Santiago takes on Marisol Vidal-Ortiz. And in the first time when they met earlier tonight, it was Santiago with a 15-11 win. over Vidal-Ortiz. So maybe we got two battles working here. We got pride for Santiago. We got Vidal-Ortiz, who wants to avenge her loss in the first match.
Absolutely, and I think no matter what the score would be, you're going to see two warriors going for it in this match. The women never fail to please. I mean, look at the leather right in the beginning of this match. Neither fighter showing any quarter.
Santiago slip early on her back. She's back up.
Obviously, for the audience, when you see the referee just rub the gloves up and down the pants, that's just to get rid of any dust or anything that might have got on the gloves when the fighter slips and falls to the mat. Santiago with the right round kick the leg there. Both fighters again just trading alpha leather. Vidal-Ortiz showing great hands, great boxer's hands. But Santiago fighting a little differently in this match. She's tending to stand and hold her ground, not using that sideways stepping motion that she used the first time they fought.
And she's also getting, there we see a right knee strike, but she is really just going toe-to-toe and exchanging punches and really using all of her boxing skills here in the final match.
And notice the way she couples it with the knees, throws those head combinations, throws a low knee. That tends to really mess with the other fighter's concentration. Not sure where the next strike is coming from. I'm impressed with Santiago. She's really taking it to Ortiz in a different way in this particular round.
Well, for when they meet again down the road, this could be good news for the clash. And Jennifer Santiago, New England strikers, as we mentioned, will win it. But pride is on the line right now. Reputations. Very classy fighters fighting until the very end. There we see clinching going on, not allowed here in the World Combat League, and a point given to Soli Vidal-Ortiz. Santiago holding on too much.
Yeah, again, with the change of style of Santiago, she's got to be a little careful when she gets in tight like that. The tendency is reflexively to just hang on when you get yourself in a bit of trouble. Ortiz then was the one trying to do a little bit of grabbing herself. Very impressive match, though. I mean, these two women have wonderful, wonderful hands. Santiago still trying to take it to Ortiz. As you say, it's a matter of prestige for the team. You finish off with a good bang, and Santiago's definitely trying to do that.
We're in the final minute of what has been a great war here in Connecticut tonight. World Combat League. The turf wars have begun. There you see another penalty point now going New England's way, so 144 for them now. Mathematically, they will win it. Jennifer Santiago does not want to go out a loser, though, in this ring tonight.
No, Ortiz, notice her hands a little lower. As I say, this is where the conditioning of the fighters really comes into play. You've got to have that anaerobic endurance in order to keep this sort of pressure up. Your body starts screaming for that oxygen. Your brain says go, and your body's saying, I can't.
Well, Vidal-Ortiz doing everything she can to secure a victory here in the second meeting for these women tonight. She lost the first one to Santiago by just 4 points, and this will be a tight one again. Two great warriors battling it out.
Ortiz just not quite as strong in the hand department in this time around. I think Santiago just putting so much pressure on. You see scoring with left and right combinations. Ortiz fighting, trying desperately to fight back. There was a left knee and a right round kick from Santiago, scoring well on the body of Vidal-Ortiz.
Santiago, what an absolute warrior. And it pays off again for her. New York Clash get 14 points. Vidal-Ortiz only 11, but doesn't matter. New England will win it despite the great effort from Santiago.